Welcome to the Have Travel Memories YouTube show. I am your host, Paul Stadden, the person who doesn't really know that much about travel, except that I have traveled, and that's about it. I'm not the person that's going to help you travel. That is going to be what the Haverfields do with Have Travel-Memories, LLC. And I am very, very thrilled to be joining them again, as I do every periodic month or so, where we have something new and cool to talk about in the world of travel. I'm actually excited about this one because it's going to be helping you travel here in the Gulf Coast. Jelaine, Jason, and Jodelle. Jelaine I mentioned first because she's going to be talking to us about some really cool vacation rentals that you can rent. We're going to show you pictures throughout the whole thing, as well as links to where they are in the description. So welcome, guys, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode.
How's it going, Paul?
Now,
Hi,
Jelaine,
Paul.
Do tell, because I like staying at places on the beach. I think most of us do because the beach is really awesome. And we have some cool places to talk about this week that people, I think, are going to enjoy the pictures of on the screen.
Perfect. We are super excited. This year is filling up so fast. So especially if you're looking at spring break or peak summer weeks, you need to get those booked because the demand is very high. But we have a few new properties that we've brought on this year that I love. Our Laurel Grove neighborhood in Destin is one of my favorite. And the first one I want to tell you about is our 1332 Laurel Grove. And this one sits on, it has a screened in back porch. It sits on a lake with a little footbridge over it that goes to the golf course. So you get the view of the lake, the golf course, and you're still a quick walk to the pool. And just note that the pool in Laurel Grove is heated during spring break. That's a big question for a lot of people because it's still a little bit chilly sometimes, even though it's 70 plus degrees here today. But it's an awesome amenity, and they have a hot tub. So this is going to be a perfect place. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, like I said, screened in back porch, and they're going to have the option of 2 golf carts. The property will come with a 4-passenger golf cart that's brand new, and you do have the option of adding a 6-passenger as well. So this is going to be one that you're going to want to try out and get on the books before it starts filling up. Our other new property is our 1352 Laurel Grove. So again, it's in that same neighborhood with the heated pool during spring break and the hot tub and clubhouse. But this property is being fully renovated, and it's going to be amazing. The people that are doing the renovation, they do multi-million-dollar home renovations here. So you know what kind of quality and just style it's going to have. And this one has a nice large wraparound deck that has a porch swing and a lot of fun stuff. This one is also a 3-bedroom and 3-bath. So those are a couple of our new exciting ones. And then we do have a couple of our properties have new owners. And you know what happens when properties get new owners, they get a new look. So be looking for the new pictures of 2465 Bungalow. That owner is going to be doing new flooring and new furniture and things like that. They're just waiting for the snowbirds to check out at the mid-March, and then they're going to get that all started this spring. And our other property with new owners are the 418 Linkside. Now that one, they are doing all new furnishings and things like that. So she's an interior decorator, one of the owners. So you know that one's going to be top notch as well. And it still has the enclosed back porch where you can sit and you can open the gates, look at the golf course, whatever you'd like. So I'm really excited about these updates. And just as a heads up, like I said, heated pools are something that everybody really loves during spring break. So our 4848 Ocean Boulevard, that's our large beach view home over in Destin. Its pool the community pool is heated from mid-March to mid-April. So that'll be great. Like I said, the Laurel Groves is heated, And I believe the SOA pool in Destin at Phil Hummel, right there next to our Bay Pine. That one is, you can access it for anybody that's in the resort. And I believe that one's heated. So I'm excited for these updates.
That's very cool. So tell me about the rentals kind of in general. Are people renting more, less? I mean, I know the pandemic has kind of gone in ebbs and flows with new variants and everything. How has the business been with vacation rentals?
It's been booming. Everybody is busy down here. So like I said, start booking because it's going to get harder to find things. Our rentals are already up over 50% from this time last year.
I would say 2021 was our busiest and most productive year that we've had, and every year has gotten better over the last 15 years. 2022 is looking to be even last year. So Florida is still just, it's going so well, and this is going to be an incredible summer. So another summer to book early, or you'll have a hard time finding availability. So it's going to be a great year. Absolutely.
So is this something that is kind of specific to Florida, that these booms are happening, or is this something industry-wide where people are just wanting to get the heck out of their houses and go on vacations?
I think it's both.
Definitely both.
Okay.
People want to go on vacation and Florida's open. So
Okay.
it's best of both worlds.
I think a lot of vacations, a lot of places. I've looked at travel and have booked travel a bit myself, like in June, and prices have gone up. So booking early is always a good idea. But that's an indication that, we've seen some inflation, but people are going to be traveling, and it's going to be, it's going to be busy pretty much anywhere you go. But Florida in particular has been very popular for, reasons that we've discussed before. But again, I think it's going to be another year of make your plans early as you can and book as early as you can and be on top of it.
Very
Well,
cool.
the Panhandle where we're located has a huge drive-in market. Where, going down to the southernmost tip of Florida is kind of a long trip for people that live in Louisiana or Texas, and they can get the same benefits, if not a little bit better sometimes in the Panhandle. It's not as far. So we have a huge drive-in market. And because of a lot of the restrictions and protocols, it's stressful and more difficult sometimes to do other things like go on cruises or do international travel, so people can get in their car and go somewhere that they can drive to in just a few hours.
Makes sense. Okay. So in talking about these vacation rentals and it kind of being a booming business right now, it sounds like if somebody has a house that would be a cool place to rent out, how does that work? How would somebody approach you and say, hey, I would love for my house to become a vacation rental? And do you guys take care of all the cleaning and all that kind of stuff? How does that work?
Absolutely. If somebody is even contemplating renting their house, give us a call. I would love to go over the numbers, do some comps. And yes, we can take care of everything from the advertising to the cleaning, all of it. And we do have our own cleaning facility and company. So everything's in-house. We don't have to send out our laundry and things like that. Everything just stays in-house. And so we have control over the quality.
Jelaine, can you talk for just a second about what the difference might be if somebody were to go to a third party such as Airbnb or Vrbo? Why would they want to call you instead of doing that?
Well, first of all, if you're trying to find a property, it's really hard online to compare. But I get people giving me a call and I can narrow it down to what beds do you want in what room? Is it going to be better for you to have stairs here or here? Do you want your kitchen here or there? So it's just a matter of, I know our properties. And so I can guide people where they want to be. And if they're on our website or talking to us directly, you don't have the third party fees like VRBO.
Yeah, and some of them are significant fees.
It used to be a max of $499, I believe. But I've noticed this year it's changed. And the VRBO fee for larger or more expensive properties is even higher, but it's usually between 8 to 10%.
And one of
So
the
it's a
biggest,
significant savings.
yes, not only is it a savings, but it's the customer service. If you've rented from a third party, Airbnb, VRBO, and you have a problem, your AC goes out, your fridge isn't working, your bathtubs won't drain, you will get customer service when you book with us, because we are on site and we are here to make sure that you do have a really wonderful vacation and make it memorable for you. That's why we put memories in our name. It's all about creating the memories. Often it's for families, girlfriend getaways, just an experience of going on vacation and coming to the beach. And it is, a fairly pricey endeavor by the time you're all through. We want to make sure that it's worth it. And we'd also like to have you come back. We have a large loyalty clientele that comes back every year to us. And sometimes they try to get the same property, but many times they jump around to different properties because they know that when they stay with us, they won't be disappointed.
Well,
That's fair.
speaking of loyalty, you know that you're doing a good job when people who have rented from you buy houses and want you to manage their properties. And that's one of our new Laurel Grove houses. They had rented from us in the past a few times. And so when they were buying, they said, we know who we want to manage our property. So that shows how we treat our owners, how we treat our renters, and the type of service that we do provide.
And we continue to honor our 5% repeat guest discount too. So those that have stayed with us before, the incentive is still there to come back to Have Travel Memories. And basically to back up what Jillian and Jodelle were saying, the communication chain is much simpler and more direct when you go straight to Have Travel Memories and you don't have that third party that's involved. Jillian will take phone calls and people are trying to make a change or do something. And if you're through the third party, sometimes that communication isn't very effective or quick. So a lot of advantages from just going straight to the source, which is HaveTravel-Memories.com.
Makes perfect sense. And you guys have been seeing the pictures up on the screen, so you know the kind of houses that the Haverfields deal with are nice, primo houses. So you don't have to worry if you are going to go ahead and go with them for renting out your house. They take good care of them.
Another perk too is that when we have a cluster of Laurel Groves like we do, it's perfect for a big family reunion. I have personally done this with my family. I've got 5 children and about 19 grandchildren. So when they all want to come to the beach and we want to have a family reunion, we can't all stay usually in one property, but it's nice when everybody has their own house, or maybe 2 families share a house. They've got golf carts. They could spread out a little bit. There's room for everybody. It is an absolute perfect way to have a family reunion. Sometimes there's a wedding and you've got lots of families you want to get together. We've had clients that would come and rent several Laurel Groves in a cluster. It's absolutely a perfect setup. And it's easier to just make one phone call than call all the individual homes if you want something like that. That is truly an advantage.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Having one source that you can go to take care of any issues you have with the house, for the perfect customer service. And there's also those incentives that you guys have through that separate company that does different movie packages and stuff with the house as well. Remind me of the name of that.
That's our Explory.
Explory, that's
it. And it's our Memories Fun Pass. And we may be changing it up this year. We're trying to make the final decisions on that. So we'll still have golf and fishing and bikes and all of that. And the Baytown Adventure Zone, that's another one that's very popular. But let us know what you think. We're trying to decide if we want to add Big Kahuna's water park and also a golf simulator. So when you're trying to figure out something to do on those rainy days,
nice.
You can, go work on your golf swing in a kind of high-tech environment. So those are a couple that we're thinking of adding. So yeah, let us know.
And remember,
good idea. You know what?
Remember that we are in the vacation business. That is our specialty. So when we're not just renting properties, we are thinking of it as the overall vacation that most of our guests are here. Some are here for meetings and conventions, but most of our guests are here as families for vacations. And because we are in the vacation business, we look at it from that point of view, which also makes us a little more desirable.
Makes perfect sense. Well, I've been having fun talking to you guys, but since you said you guys are going to get some virtual golf going on, I'm just going to go ahead and take a virtual tour of the houses real quick that you guys have for rent. It's been fun talking to you, but I think the houses are probably the more of the draw anyway. So it's been fun talking to you, Haverfields. I love joining you guys every single time we do this for the Have Travel Memories YouTube show. Don't forget to go into the description below. We will have links to all those houses that we have shown pictures for. Of course, we want to make sure that you can rent those really cool houses if you want. Until next time, have fun. I'm going to go take a virtual tour and play some virtual golf on your guys. Thanks so much. Next
Thanks,
time.
Paul. Have a good
See you
day.
later.
Thank you, Paul.